Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're jumping down into the world of Cardano, taking a look at the price action, what's been going on most recently and what we would expect to happen next. As we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, you know what to do, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to join us down in Discord, links in the description below. Okay, let's get started. So Cardano paired up with USDT on the hourly chart and Binance is the data source. Now we've been tracking a 5-wave structural move to the downside. We actually came down here briefly, tapping a little bit lower, a little bit higher than our expected move to the downside. We were expecting between 41.27 and 42.07 or 07, and you know, we got close, but we didn't quite get there. Now, in fact, our fourth wave pushed up a little bit higher here, and we started to track on back down. I think we've still got a little way to go, and I don't think this is necessarily over just yet. So as we start thinking about our scrolling out area here, we can kind of see this kind of fifth wave. Now, we have already met the expectations with this fifth wave to the downside, but it doesn't mean that necessarily that it is over. So what we want to do is we just want to jump into this and we just want to expand this up a fraction just so we can get a good idea as to where things are. Now, if I bring the stochastic RSI up on the hourly chart, we can see that we're up in this overbought area on the 1 hour chart, but we're also moving up on our 4 hour chart. We're not only overbought area just yet, but we're definitely moving up there. The 8 hour actually needs to come down just a tad, I think, and then our daily is actually primed for a good run. So I do think there's going to be an upward directional move to the upside. We could have jump started it here. It's definitely possible within this range. However, I think that we've got to have some kind of correction on our 1 and 4 hour charts first. I could be completely wrong and we could start to just lift this up, but you know, I think we're going to have to see a little bit of a cool off, not necessarily coming down lower than the local low, but a little bit lower nonetheless of where we are. Now, within our structure here, the fact that we did not hit this low point could actually indicate that we might have to come down a tad lower though. Okay, our expectations on this would now be adjusted to this slightly lower range between 40.89 and 41.92. Okay, so we have got that slight lower range there, but this move to the upside can quite quickly invalidate the need to go down any lower. So we're just going to keep a close eye on this particular pump that is going on right now to the upside as we continue to get traction within crypto. A lot of this though does look to be a bit of a fake out, and I would expect some kind of instant reversal within the next few hours. So don't get too carried away. This does not look like the actual reversal that I was talking about in the previous video, or what I'm expecting to come in due course, because we are of course talking about a pretty significant run to the upside, taking us up towards this 49.56 to 56.97. This does a good start, but I think we have to come back down before we can continue running. So just a little bit of cooling off is required here. I would think that we might have started this move to the upside, and there's no guarantee that we have to come down low. And the second that we do push up higher than our fourth wave high point just up here, coming in at 45.44, then we can definitely rule out the requirement to come down any deeper. Now, as I kind of bring this back down, we'll just shoot this back out just a fraction here. We can obviously see the scale of this thing. We are, of course, talking about a 5-wave drop to the downside here. Okay, that looking like it has either completed or is about to complete to the downside. We'll talk about a 3-wave structural move to the upside. Once that is complete, we are going to be requiring a 5-wave drop to the downside. This is going to be completing our minimum expectation of a 5-3-5. A 5-3-5 is also known as an ABC, A, B, and C. But it's also got a common name of a zigzag. So those are the expectations, and that's our kind of the minimum expectations of what we should have here with 5-wave move to the downside. Alternatively, our 5-wave drop turns into an impulsive trend where we start to see Cardano scale down significantly lower. It's too early to be 100% sure about this, but it's something that we should potentially be aware of, that if all of a sudden we do see a significant drop towards kind of the 34 or even 28 cent ranges, then that's going to be under a 5-wave impulsive structure, which should be a 5-3-5-3-5, and basically all you'll be witnessing here at the moment is this bottom of a wave 1, up for wave 2, down for wave 3, 4, and 5 will follow later. So there's a few different scenarios that we kind of want to keep a close eye on. Both are slightly longer term bearish. But there's definitely this medium kind of time frame right in the middle here where we're looking a little bit bullish. This is what we've been talking about for a little while, so we weren't going to get too ahead of ourselves, but this definitely seems to be an upward directional move here. But I'm expecting some kind of cooling off period to happen before we can really get into Cardano in a really big way. So just keep that in the back of our heads as we start to move up here. We won't be moving in a straight line. There will be a few different kind of setbacks on the journey, and I'm estimating somewhere a little north of 49.56 at the moment. So guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. If you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe? And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one.